Good afternoon. My name is Marissa Dirkels, and I'm going to be here talking to you about what techniques someone could use to evaluate performance in an employee development program. A quote that I'd like to give you is from Marcus Buckingham, the head of People and Performance Research at ADP Research Institute. Humans are horribly unreliable raters of other humans. And performance evaluations, they can often be invalid assessments of performance. They could be biased, either having a lot of leniency or a halo effect, so a lot of highs or a lot of lows. If there's a lack of clear standards, then when the employee is rated, it could lack validity. And also, personal opinion of supervisors can have a big impact on what someone is rated. So Murphy's List in 1989A, he lists a couple of different ways to rate employee performance. Number 1 is a paper pencil test. Number 2 is a job skills test. 3 is on-site hands-on testing. 4 is off-site hands-on testing. 5 is high validity simulations. 6 is symbolic simulations. 7 is task ratings, and 8 is global ratings. The ones that most people are familiar with, and maybe a lot of people are rated on during their annual performance appraisal, is the task rating. For white collar work, I think that, so between white collar and blue collar work, I think there deserves some differences, because blue collar work is typically hands-on work that needs to be assessed. And so whatever assessment tool you use would maybe depend on the type of work or the field that you're in. So for blue collar work, the Army actually has, within an organic industrial base, developed a program called High Velocity Training Center, and it is where there is classroom training, experiential learning, and then on-the-job training. And that's a way, 3 different types of assessments on if the employee is being trained properly to perform their job well. White collar work, we often see symbolic simulations during our mandatory training, so they'll have little skits and you'll have to answer the question based on the scenario that you see. But as far as annual ratings within white collar workforce, it's again typically that task ratings. I do think that they could be improved across a lot of jobs, and within the government, I think doing 360 assessments for everyone, supervisors and employees, would certainly increase the validity of performance evaluations and get at more than just a rating over a task that's being performed, because there's a lot more that goes into job performance than just doing a task well. It can include how well that person communicates, how well they work in a team, whether they exhibit some of that organizational citizenship behavior that sometimes aren't properly captured in a typical task rating assessment.